Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, and welcome to MJ Guitar TV. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be removing the fingerboard because I've got a guitar that has a broken truss rod. The nut was broken off, and the only way to fix it is to remove the fingerboard, pull the truss rod out, put new one in, glue the fingerboard on, finish work, go through that whole process. So I've already started. What it is it's a Mirage Rally. It was made in '97. So this is one of the early ones. It's got the carbon fiber on the headstock, and there's the truss rod access nut right there, which has been broken off. So the truss rod cannot be adjusted at all. I've already started to remove the fingerboard. I've got the nut taken off. I've got all the hardware off, everything necessary in order to do this. And so here's some things that I'm going to be using to do this. I've got a small knife. It has been kind of flattened a little bit more. Really thin, sharp. I can heat this knife up. I'll be using an iron here. I've got an old iron that will produce the heat. I put it on the fingerboard, warm it up. Now, what happens, glue doesn't like heat, and so when you heat it up, it loosens it, which is kind of nice because you can pull the fingerboard off that way. But here's a warning here. Don't put your guitar in the guitar case, throw it in the back of your truck, and go to a gig, because it's going to heat up there, and when it heats up slowly and you've got all that string tension, that glue is going to creep. Okay, that's just what's going to happen. So anyway, that's the pros and cons of an alphatic resin glue that we use. The pro is it's easy to, you can remove it, you can heat it up, you know, and remove the fingerboard. The con is don't subject it to heat, okay? It'll do bad things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start working on this here. Adjust my camera down a little bit so you can get a better idea of what's going on here. And so I'm gonna put my iron on there. And by the way, I just, this is a great opportunity to get some shirts, that maybe have some wrinkles in it, and I can do two things at once here. I can iron some clothing and remove a fingerboard. So I've already got it started here, and you can see I've got it up there a little ways, and you just heat it up and keep working it. Work it slowly. This isn't something that can happen quickly here. If you try to do it quickly, what it will probably do is the knife can gouge into the wood, either of the fingerboard or of the neck, and maybe chip up some wood. And so we don't want that to happen. We want the glue to fail. We don't want the wood to fail. We want the glue to fail so that we can heat this up and remove it here. Now, this is warranty work. I don't get paid to do this. Our guitars come with a lifetime warranty, and so it's kind of our responsibility to make make choices in using high grade materials so that they don't fail. Unfortunately, these truss rods that we've been buying from Stuart McDonald, and we've had a number of them fail. And there's not a lot of money in building guitars, and there's even less when you're using a product that fails, that doesn't stand up to the quality, and now it costs me to have to replace it. It's not the customer's fault. It's the manufacturer and supplier of this product, inferior product. And so I can't use these truss rods anymore. I'll find something else that'll work a little bit better. I don't get any compensation for doing this. It completely comes out of my pocket. I'm happy to do it for the customer's sake, though. I want to make that clear. I'm not complaining that, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm happy because, customer spends a fair amount of money on a guitar like this, and they have every right to expect that it will deliver as promised. And, I'm here to stand behind that and to make sure that it does. Another little comment about this product here is whenever these truss rods, when I buy them, they have a little note, that comes with them. And it says, before you put it in, test it to make sure that it doesn't break. That's a foreign concept to me here. It seems to me like it would be better to test it before you ship it. But anyway, that's the way it is. So a little bit, just kind of working that in, keeping the heat on it. Then the iron falls off and burns my carpet. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm just going to keep working away at this. It's going to take a little bit to do, and I don't want to bore you with the same old. So I'm going to get this thing off, and then I'll do another little video. We'll edit that together so you can see what it's like at the end. But I just want to mention here that when you start getting up towards when the neck joins the body, you got to be careful with the heat there. You want just enough to loosen the glue to get that knife in there to part the fingerboard from the neck, but you don't want to heat up, bake, or boil the finish. Okay, so just a little something to be careful of. All right, I'll be right back when I get this off. All right, we're back here. Look at that. I've got the fingerboard off. There's the truss rod down in there. And just look at that. There's no gouges at all in that neck. So that'll be a nice cleanup. It'll easily go back together there. And, the body is in really good condition, no damage done there. Here's the fingerboard. Just look at that there. That's so clean. There, a little bit of glue cleanup. I'll have to scrape that off because glue does not glue to glue. Got to get it off. We want wood to wood. Okay? All right. So there we go. Hey, a little bit of something about this guitar. This here is really an early one. Like I said, 1997, and I think I started building these in 1996. But this model here had a removable plate there. You'll notice where the pickups are. And so the idea behind that was to be able to build a body, but then have different plates for different pickup configurations. Anyway, that was the idea. All right, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you in the next episode.